Yes. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to BCCA. See guys, in yesterday class itself we have started a simulation chapter. Okay, from simulation we can expect one 7-mark question. Sometimes maybe 2 marks MCQ can be asked, sir. Now, coming to simulation. Okay, simulation involves creation of a model. So the model which represents characteristics of a real system. Okay, so why we create this model means by analyzing this model we can evaluate the real system. That's why we create the model. Here we create two types of models, sir. One is a physical model, second one is mathematical model. Okay, so physical model we create in analog simulation. If you create a physical model, that is analog simulation. If you create mathematical model, that is computer simulation. Okay, so computer simulation we create mathematical model. That mathematical model can be tested using random numbers. Okay, so that creation of mathematical model and testing with random numbers, that process is called Monte Carlo simulation. Okay, so in Monte Carlo simulation, we will be having two steps. Step 1, random number range creation. Step 1, creation of random number range, nothing but mathematical model. Here, first column we take so decision variables, second column frequency column, third one probability. We write the probability based on frequency. So what is the formula for probability? Means probability is equal to frequency divided by total frequency. Okay, next we write cumulative probability. So after cumulative probability we write the range. Okay, so now in step 2 we do simulation worksheet or simulation run, sir. Here we need random numbers. So first of all we have to write random numbers. Then each random number you need to find out so that random number in particular range, sir. Okay, so the respective variable is called expected variable here. Okay, likewise by using random numbers we can estimate for the future expected demand, expected cost, expected sales, expected supply, all those things we can do, sir. Okay, now some small problems are there, sir. We shall start doing these problems. See, here you are dividing the total problems in this particular chapter into three types. So first one is the questions in which they have given single random number series. Okay, so some questions will be there in which we can find double random number series. Okay, even some questions are there. So in those questions we can find, sorry, if one series of random number is there means we have to create a one series of range. If two series of random number are there, we have to create two series of range, two separate series of range. Okay, so if triple random number series, three series of random numbers are there means we have to write three series of range. Yes. First of all, okay, so in question paper, whenever you are reading a simulation question, you have to identify whether single random number series given or two random number series, three random number series. Okay, so first of all, identify the random number series given. Then step 1, step 2, common, sir. Okay, if one series means single series of range, two series means two series of range, three series means three series of range. Okay, so till step 1 and step 2, all the problems are same, sir. Okay, based on the problem, you have to do some basic analysis and calculation and all those things. That depends upon the problem. Okay, now coming to the first question, read this question once. Question number 1, this is nothing but demand forecasting question. Study material question number 2, sir. Those who are watching online or YouTube live, okay, I have shared this PDF in our your other batch groups or WhatsApp group. Okay, you can find this PDF in the group. Okay. Basic question, sir. Basic question. The past data of demand per week in 100 kgs of confectionery item. So confectionery item means what, sir? Confectionery store, confectionery items. Okay, that is not required to solve the problem. But even though the meaning, what does it mean by confectionery items? Means somewhat chocolates, bakery items. Huh? Okay. So given below, demand per week 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, sir. This is demand per week. Next, frequency 2, 11, 8, 21, 5, 3, sir. Okay. Using the sequence of random numbers 35, 52, 13, 90, 23, 73, 34, 57, 35, 83, 94, 56, 66, 50, 67, 66. Generate the demand for next 10 weeks. Also find out the average demand for per week. Okay, here single random number series is given. That means we have to write single series of range. For that, they have given decision variable demand and respective frequency. We can write probability, cumulative probability, range. Step 1. Okay, in step 2, take okay, so in the question, how many random numbers are given, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, more than 10, 14 numbers are given. But what they're asking, sir, for next 10 weeks only we have to estimate. Okay, for next 10 weeks means take first 10 random numbers, enough. One number for 1 week, we can estimate for next 10 weeks. Okay, even though they have given 14 numbers, we don't need to take 14 numbers, 10 numbers are enough for first 10 weeks. Also find out the average demand per week. Okay, so they're asking us to calculate average demand, sir. Simple problem. Try to solve or practice along with me, sir. Okay, so what is our step number 1, sir? Step 1, calculation of random number range. So here our first column is decision variable. Okay, X, that is nothing but demand per week, sir. Demand per week, first column. Next column, frequency is given. Okay, let's write those numbers 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, frequency given are 2, 11, 8, 2, 11, 8, 21, 5, 3. 5, 3. So can you tell me the total frequency? Please calculate that, sir. 50 or 50. Okay, so total frequency is 50. Now, what we need to calculate, sir? Probability. Probability means, what is the formula for probability? Probability is equal to frequency divided by sigma frequency. Favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay, so for first decision variable 0, frequency is 2 and total frequency is 50. 2 divided by 50 means 0.04. So next 11 by 50 means 0.22, 0.16, 0.42, 0.10, 0.06. Okay, total should be equal to 1, sir. Please check that calculation once. Hi Ramu Satish, good morning. Hi Saha, the book which you are providing, does it covers everything? SM, PYQ, MQP, RTP, workbook, MCQs, booklet. Yes, sir. Okay, so here in this particular book, we are covering study material questions. Okay, past attempt questions, MQPs as well. Okay, so RTPs are RTP. ICMAI won't release RTPs, right? Okay. Okay, MQP, all those things were covered, sir. You don't worry. Okay, MCQ booklet, yes. For MCQs, I will be giving separate PDF, sir. Soft copy or else hard copy. Okay, most probably I will be giving you so soft copy of MCQ booklet. So MCQ booklet will cover all the MCQs from past papers, MQP, study material MCQs, MCQ booklet which was released by ICMAI also will cover, sir. Okay. Next one, cumulative probability, sir. Cumulative probability 0.04 plus 0.22, 0.26 plus 0.16 plus 0.442 plus 0.84, 0.94, 1.00. Now, let's write the range, sir. Range. Okay, the range for first decision variable 0 is, okay, starting with 00. Okay, so what is the probability, sir? 4. 4 means we have to assign 4 numbers 00, 01, 02, 03. Right? 03 here. So as we ended here with 03, start with 04, sir. Next, and with here we have 26, no? That's why 25. Start with 26 here, 42 here, there. So 41. Now start with 42 as we have ended with 41 for the previous class. Next start with 42 as we have 84 as cumulative probability. Take 83 here. So next 84 to 93, 94 to 99. That's it, sir. That is the range. Okay. So next we have to do what, sir? Step 2. What is our step 2? Step 2, simulation worksheet. Simulation worksheet. In this particular table, we have to first of all take random numbers. As per the question, how many random numbers we have to take, sir? 10 only. So they have given 14, but tell me first 10 random numbers, sir. 35, 52, 13, 90, 20, oh, wait, 23, 73, 34, 57, 35, 83, 83, 10 enough, right? Okay, next. So expected demand, sir. Expected demand. Now we have to find these random numbers in range, sir. In random number range. Okay, find this 35, sir. So this 35 falls under which class interval, sir? So third class interval. Here the decision variable is 10. Write 10 here. That means for the first week expected demand is 10. Okay. So if I take serial numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 series for next 10 weeks, sir. Next random number is 52. That falls under which class interval, sir? Fourth class interval. Expected demand is 15. Next one. So 13. Second class interval. How much, sir? 5. Fourth week. So how much? 20. Next number 5. Next number 23. That falls under second class interval again. Expected demand is 5 only. Sixth week. Random number is 73. Okay, 15. For 34, 34, 10. For 57, for 35, 83. For 83, this falls under this class interval. Like this value expected demand is 30, sir. So, sorry. Fifteen or 20, 15. 83 only, no. Sorry. 83, that falls under this class interval, 42 to 83. So here expected decision variable is 15, sir. Write 15 here. So now what is our target in this particular question? Means in the question they're asking us to calculate average demand per week. Here we have calculated 10 weeks expected demand for next 10 weeks, sir. So total demand is 120. Okay, so now average demand is equal to, so total demand divided by 10 weeks, number of weeks 10, sir. Total demand is 120 divided by number of weeks 10, that means 12 units per week. Okay, so demand in hundreds they have given in the question. 100 kgs, that means 1200 kgs, sir. 1200 kgs per week. Done. First question completed. Next. This is also demand forecasting question, sir. Okay, go through this question once. Just read this question. Question number 2, demand forecasting, December 2018 question, sir. Okay, so question number 2. The following was the pattern for demand of cars, sir, rented out by a tourist operator observed for 100 days, sir. Okay, tourist operator has observed for 10 days demand, sir. Number of cars, nothing but demand. Demand, number of days. Okay, this is demand 5, 7, 10, 15, sir. Number of days 20, 30, 40, 10. Total frequency is 100. How to understand this question, sir? See, so out of 100 days, for 20 days, 5 cars demand was there, sir. Out of 100 days, for 30 days, 7 cars is the demand. Okay, out of 100 days, 40 days, for 40 days, 10 cars is the demand. Out of 100 days, 10 days, 15 cars is the demand, sir. The random numbers 18, 88, 76, 10, 05, 23 required. Simulate the demand for cars over 5 days. Yes, simulation means step 1, write the range. Step 2, simulation worksheet. So estimate the future demand for by using 5 random numbers, sir. Okay. So after that, how many cars should the operator have in order to have at least 75% of probability of fulfilling the demand based on your simulated results? So that means to answer the second point, first of all, we have to answer first point, sir. See, step 1, sir. Same steps, same procedure. Step 1. What is this step, sir? So calculation of random number range. Take decision variable x, nothing but demand, sir. X is demand. Next one, frequency. Frequency is nothing but number of days. Okay, just 5 decision variables are given. 5, 7, 10, 4 decision variables only given. Okay, next 20, 30. Frequency is 20, 30, 40, 10, sir. Okay. Total frequency is 100. Now, probability. So, frequency divided by total frequency. 20 by 100. How much, sir? 0.20. 30 by 100. 0.30. 40 by 100. 0.40. 10 by 100. 0.10. Okay, now write cumulative probability, sir. 0.20 plus 30, 0.50 plus 40, 0.90 plus 10, 1.00. Next one, range. Write the range. Range. Okay, starting with 00. First decision variable probability is 20. That's why assign 20 numbers to first decision variable, sir. Starting with 00. That means ending with 19, 20 numbers. Okay, next range start with 20. Okay, and with as we have 50 here and with 49. Okay, so next start with 50 here. Okay, and with 89. Here start with 90 and with 99, sir. Okay. Now we can go to step 2. Done. Completed. Huh? Step 2, Amma. Step 2. What is our step 2? Simulation worksheet. simulation worksheet. Here we have to take first of all what's are random numbers. Take serial number also sometimes needed. Serial number, random numbers, expected demand. Okay, so in serial number, how many random numbers are given, sir? Okay, 5 random numbers are given. Take 5 series, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, random numbers are 88, 88, 76, 10, 5, 23. Okay, random numbers. Expected demand. First of all, find out this random number 88 in particular class interval, sir. 88 falls under fourth class interval. Here the demand is 10. Expected demand 10, sir. Next, random number 76. That also falls under third class interval. Expected demand 10. 10. Next, third random number 10. That falls under first class interval. Expected demand. How much, sir? 5. Fourth random number 5. This also falls under first class interval, first range. That is expected demand there is 5. 23. Next random number 23. This falls under second class interval. Expected demand there is 7. Okay. So why 37, sir? They're not asking us to calculate total demand and all those. Okay, see, how many cars should the operator have in order to have at least 75% of probability of fulfilling the demand, sir? So again, read this question. How many cars we should have to satisfy 75% probability of fulfilling demand, sir? That means, okay, so for how many days we have estimated demand, sir? 5 days, sir. 5 days. For 5 days, we have estimated demand, sir. Say, out of 5 days, if I satisfy 1 day demand, what is the probability, sir? 1 divided by 5 into 20%. Okay, if I satisfy 2 days demand out of 5 days, 40%. 3 days demand out of 5 days, 60%. Huh? Okay, 4 days demand, 80%. Okay, so 5 by 5, 100. Okay, now see, if I maintain, so in my what is the operator, rather? Okay, let's say, so if the operator is having 5 cars per day, sir, 5 cars in his store, if he is having 5 cars, how many days demand he can satisfy, sir? First day demand is 10 cars, he is having 5 cars, demand cannot be satisfied. Second day, he is having 5 cars only, but second day demand 10, but he can give on rent 5 cars only, 10 demand cannot be satisfied, sir. Third day demand, fourth day demand can be satisfied, but fifth day demand can't be met. Okay, so that means if I maintain 5 cars in my store, I can satisfy 2 days demand only. If I maintain 7 cars in the store, how many days demand I can satisfy, sir? 3 days demand I can satisfy. 3 days demand means okay, 60% of probability of satisfying the demand. Now, to have the at least 75% of probability of satisfying, how many cars we need to maintain, sir? If I maintain 10 cars, then only I can satisfy. Okay, if I maintain 10 cars means I can satisfy all the days demand. Okay, that is 100%, more than at least 75, no? 75%, or else, okay, 75% probability of 5 days, sir. 5 into 75%, how much, sir? 3.75. That means, okay, to have at least 75% of probability of meeting demand, we need to satisfy the 3.75 days demand, sir. That means 4 days demand at least. 4 days demand. To satisfy 4 days demand, if I have 5 cars, I can satisfy 1 day demand, 2 days demand only. If I maintain 7 cars, then 3 days demand I can satisfy. Okay, 3 days only. Okay, to satisfy the demand of at least 4 days, I have to maintain 10 cars, right? Okay, so now what is the answer for this particular question means how many cars should the operator have in order to at least in order to satisfy 75% probability of fulfilling the demand, sir. That means how many cars we should maintain, sir? 10 cars. Okay, adnotunamma. Now, here read this conclusion. For 75% or more probability, we need more than 3 days demand fulfilled, sir. Okay, so more than 3 days means 3 by 5, 60% only. That means at least 4 days demand we should fulfill. Okay, 4 days demand means we have to maintain at least 10 cars. Then only we can satisfy at least 4 days demand. Okay, if you maintain 10 cars, you can satisfy 5 days demand, 100% probability. 100% chance of fulfilling the demand, sir. Write this note point, sir. Enough. Yeah, hello all. Those who are watching this live class, please comment from where are you watching this class, sir? Okay, Kolkata, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. Okay, US, UK, Russia. From where you are watching this class, please comment. Iran. Abhimati, Karaikudi, Tamil Nadu. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Abhimati. Lahari, Hyderabad. You don't need to copy paste the 2 points, sir. On your own wordings also you can write. Done. Next level question number. The same question is also there in same mental level. So question number 1 and 3 are there in same enter also, sir. Now read this question number 3, sir. Read this question number 3. Yeah. Done? Done. The manager of a bookstore has to decide the number of copies of particular tax law book to order. A book costs 60 rupees and it's sold for 80 rupees. How much profit, sir? 20 rupees profit. Okay. If I purchase the book for 60 rupees and if I sell it for 80 rupees, 20 rupees is my profit. Since some of the tax laws change year after year, as amendments will be there, no? Any copies unsold while the edition is current must be sold for. So any unsold stock has to be scrapped. Scrap value is 30 rupees only. Okay, you are purchasing the book for 60 rupees and you are scrapping that book for 30 rupees. Profit or loss, sir? How much, sir? Excellent. From the past records, the distribution of demand for this book has been obtained as follows. Demand 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Proportion. Okay, so first of all, observe this proportion, sir. They are not given the word probability, but the numbers are in decimals. That means this is nothing but probability only. Okay, so without frequencies, directly they have given probability, sir. We don't need to calculate probability as that was given already in the question. Using the following sequence of random numbers, generate the demand for 20 time periods. Okay, for 20 years, they're asking us to estimate the demand, sir. Calculate the average profit obtainable. So this is the main key point, sir. Calculate average profit. Okay, under each course of action open to the manager. Okay, how many alternatives will be available to the manager? That is what we need to estimate in this particular problem, sir. What is the optimal policy? Okay, so they're asking us to estimate the demand for 20 years. How many random numbers are given, sir? 20 numbers are given. Huh? Okay, then fine. Okay, so common, sir. Step 1, step 2. Step 1, creation of random number range. Okay, random number range creation. Write the range. Then step 2, sir. Step 2, simulation worksheet. Okay, so in that simulation worksheet, take 20 numbers, estimate the demand. Then analysis part and all, I will tell you, sir. Okay, so start doing this problem. If you are getting any doubts, means I will explain. Okay, those who are watching this live, okay, please start doing the problem, sir. Okay, step 1, create the random number range. So using the demand variable elements and using the probabilities, write the range. Next, step 2, take 20 random numbers given in the question. Okay, write the 20 random numbers. Then estimate the demand for each random number, sir. Okay, so take pens and paper, sir. Start practicing. Don't just watch this video laying on your bed. Wake up. I'm talking to you only. So see, create some environment to watch the class properly, sir. Okay, some table, chair, okay, pen, paper, like that. See, So same steps, sir. So in previous two questions we have discussed that step one and step two, same steps. Okay, after that analysis part I will explain, sir. Just practice. Done? Done? Okay. See here the step one, random number range creation. Take the decision variables, demand, probabilities, cumulative probability, random number range, sir. Step one. After completing step one, come to the step two, simulation worksheet. Okay. So 20 random numbers are there. For 20 random numbers, find the each random number in this particular class intervals. Okay, identify the respective demand value. Write the demands. You will get expected demand, sir. Okay, that's it. Common part for every question. But so what is the special point in this particular problem means, okay, in this question they're asking average profit, sir. Average profit. How can we get average profit, sir? Profit. How can we calculate the profit here? Profit is sales minus cost. Okay. So selling price is 80 rupees, sir. So what is the purchase cost? See, say for example, I have purchased 10 tax law books, sir. 10 books I have purchased. Okay, out of these 10 books, I could able to sell only 8 books. Okay, 2 books remained as unsold, sir. Unsold books, how much profit I will get, sir? So purchasing at 60, selling at 80 means 20 rupees is the profit. Okay, so if any unsold stock is there means on that I will be getting loss, right? How much loss, sir? Purchasing cost 60. Okay, so scrap value 30 rupees is the loss. That means how can we calculate the total profit, sir? If I purchase 10 books, if only 8 books are only sold, okay, 8 into 20, 160 is the profit, and 2 into 30, 60 is the loss. Only net profit is 100 rupees only. This is how we have to calculate the profit, sir. Right? That means we need to calculate what, sir? Unsold books. To calculate the net profit, we need unsold books. How can we calculate unsold books, sir? Okay. So now we have estimated the demand, sir. Okay. So what is the demand number which has repeated highest number of times, sir? Which number has repeated most number of times? Okay. So check that once. 17, how many times, sir? 6 times, huh? 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. Okay, 17 has repeated for 6 times. Next highest number, 18, huh? 18, how many times? 5 times. Next, 16, how many times, sir? 3 times. Okay. So, some 19. 19, no 19, 20, 15, 23 times, huh? 15, 1 time. Okay, see, 2 times, huh? Okay, whatever it is, highest number of times repeated demand is 17, right? Okay, what is the question? How many books manager has to order, right? Manager has to decide the number of copies of particular tax law book to order, sir. Now, what the manager has to decide means how many books he has to order. Okay, so how many books he will order means, okay, highest repeated number of demand, 17. That 17 books only he will order, sir. Generally, that is the final answer. But in the question, they're asking like, so generate different optimal policies will be there now. So average profit obtainable under each course of action available to the manager. Here, so 17 is the highest number of times repeated number. That's why I'm taking 17. Okay. Next repeated 18. Okay, 17 plus 1, 18. So below that 16. Okay, if I order the 17 books, okay, then there is less risk that I will be getting losses. Okay, if I order 18 books, there will be some risk. 16 more risk. Okay, if I order 15 books means there will be some risk of unsold books, no? Okay, now we have to check what, sir, means at 17 books. If I order 17 books for next 20 periods, how many books will be unsold? So I'm taking 3 numbers, sir. 17, 18, 16. Why 17 means 17 is the highest number of repeated demand. Now, one number more, one number less. 16, 17, 18. I'm taking 3 alternatives at 16, 17, 18. On these 3 alternatives, I shall try to calculate the unsold books, sir. Why unsold books means I need number of unsold books for profit calculation. So that's why take 16, 17, 18, sir. Calculation of unsold books. Here, calculation of number of books unsold. 16, 17, 18 book alternative. 3 alternatives. Here how we have to understand means, see, first one. 16 means what, sir? I have ordered 16 books. That means in my store, let's say, this 16 means in my store I have 16 books. Okay, what is the expected demand for first week, sir? 17. Okay, 17 books is the demand. That means 17 customer came to the store to purchase the books. But how many books we are having, sir? 16. Okay, so can we sell all the books 17? No. Any unsold books? No. Okay, 16, all the 16 books we can sell, right? Okay, unsold books are 0. Okay, next one. So 17, if I have 17 books in the store, 17 is the demand. 17 customer came to purchase the books. Okay, so any unsold books? No, unsold books will be 0. 17 number of books are there, sir, in store. 17 customer came to purchase the books. Okay, all the books can be sold. If I have 18 books in the store, 17 customer came to purchase the books. Then unsold books, one book will be unsold, sir. One is unsold. Next one. So second week demand. If I maintain 16 book stock, if I have 16 books in the store, second week demand is 15. We have 16 books, but demand is 16 only. Unsold books are, one book will be left as unsold. Okay, next one. So next one. So if I have 17 books, 15 is the demand. 2 books will be unsold. If I have 18 books, 2 are the unsold books. 3 is the, sorry. So 18 books, 15 is the demand. 3 books will be unsold, sir. So like that we have to calculate unsold books for 20 time period, sir. Are you getting this point, sir? What is this 16, 17, 18, sir? Okay. 16, 17, 18 is the number of books ordered by the manager. Books ordered means he will be purchasing those books. Purchasing those books means his supply at the store. Okay, this is the supply, this is the demand, sir. By comparing supply and demand, we are trying to calculate how many units could be actually sold, how many books will be unsold. That is what we are calculating, sir. Okay, for 16 book alternative, calculate the unsold books for 20 periods. For 17 books, for 18 books, calculate the unsold books for 20 time periods. Done? Say for example, for 19th period, sir, 19th week, okay. So if I maintain 16 books as a stock, 20 is the demand, all the books can be sold. If I maintain 17 books, 20 is the demand, all the books can be sold. 18, 20, all the books can be sold. Say for example, again 13th week, sir, 15 is the demand. If I maintain 16 books, 15 is the demand, one book will be unsold. If I maintain 17, 15 is the demand, 2 is unsold. 18, 15, 3 is unsold books, sir. Like that we have to calculate for 20 time periods. Okay. So if manager orders 16 books for next 20 years, so in total for 20 years, total number of books unsold are 2, sir. Okay, in 17, what is the total books unsold, sir? 7 only, na? Okay. So if manager orders 17 books for the next 20 years, total for 20 years, total number of books unsold are 7, sir. If 18 books, total books unsold are 18. Okay. Now, in this three alternatives, 16 book alternative, 17 book alternative, 18 book alternative, we need to calculate average profit, sir. Okay. So that calculation I will do, sir. I do. See, step 3, sir. Step 3 for that particular problem, calculation of average profit, sir. See, if I order 16 books for next 20 periods, next 20 periods means 20 years into 16, sir. How many books the manager will order, sir? 320 books, right? Okay. So out of these 320 books, how many books are unsold, sir? 2 books are unsold. That means 318 are books sold, right? Okay. So if the book is sold, how much profit I will get, sir? On sold book I will get 20. On unsold book we will get 30 rupees loss. Okay. The profit is 318 into 20. How much? 6,000. 6,360 is the profit and 60 is the loss. Net profit is 6,300. Next, calculate average profit, sir. Average profit. Average profit. This 6,300 is for 20 years. Per year, how much profit, sir? 6,300 divided by 20. 315. So, are you okay with this calculation? This is alternative. This is calculation. That is average profit, sir. Now, so 17 book alternative, sir. So if I maintain the stock of 17 books for each period, 17 books if I ordered for next 20 periods, that means how many books we can order, sir? 340 books. Out of these 340 books, how many books will be unsold? 7 books are unsold. 7 na? Okay. So then how many books will be sold, sir? Number of books that are sold, that will be sold are 333. So what is the profit on sold book? 20. What is the loss on unsold book? 30. Okay. Now calculate the net profit. 333 into 20, that means 6,660 minus 7 into 30, 210. How much? 450. Average profit is 6,450 divided by 20. 323. Let's make it 323 round figure. Okay. Next one. If I maintain the 18 books in the store, if I order 20 books for next, if I order 18 books for next 20 years, that means in total I will be ordering 360 books. Out of these 360 books, how many books are unsold, sir? How many books will be unsold? 18. That means sold books are 342. 342 into 20, 18 into 30. 6,840, 1830 is 5,540. So net profit is 6,300. Average profit already calculated 315. Okay. In which alternative the manager will be getting highest average profit or else highest net profit, sir? 17 book alternative. So write the conclusion. In 17 book alternative, manager will be getting highest average profit. So this alternative is the most profitable alternative for the manager. he has to order 17 books. Write the conclusion on your own words. Done? Next question. See this question. Production estimation, sir. December 23 attempt question. December 23 attempt question. Okay. Question number 4. So an automobile production line turns out about 100 cars a day. That means an automobile production line produces 100 cars per day, sir. Okay, but deviations occur owing to many causes due to different reasons. Okay, they may not produce 100 cars. Sometimes more than 100 can be produced, sometimes less than 100 can be produced. 101, 102, 98, 97, 99 also they will produce due to different reasons. Okay, the production is more accurately described by the probability distribution given below. The production per day, sir, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. This is the production numbers. For each production number, respective probabilities are given, sir. The probability of producing 95 cars are 0.03. The probability of producing 96 cars per day is 0.05. Okay, the probability, so are you, so getting it, sir? These all are what, sir? Number of production units per day. Okay, this is respective probabilities. The probability of producing 98 books per day, 98 cars per day is 10%, sir. Okay, so now see, finished cars are transported across the bay. Bay means what, sir? Yeah, yeah, bay. Yes. At the end of each day by ferry. Ferry means, oh, nice, ship. If the ferry has space for 101 cars only. Okay, sir. So what is the point they are saying? They will produce some cars, sir, around 100, more than 100 or less than 100. Some cars they will produce in a manufacturing factory. Okay, so at the end of each day they transport those cars to the ship, let's say ship ferry. Okay, so how much space is there in that ship means for one not one cars only there is a space, sir. Okay, what will be the average number of cars waiting to be shipped? What will be the average number of empty space on the boat, sir? Using the following random numbers, simulate the data provided above. Okay, to simulate the data provided above, how many random numbers are given, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That means they are asking us to estimate the production for next 15 days. Okay, so step 1, what is our step 1, sir? So creation of random, so common steps are step 1, creation of random number range. Take production values, then probability values, write the cumulative probability, then range, sir. Okay, so write the range first of all, just do practice. Write the range, then we estimate the demand for 15 next 15 days. Just write the range, sir. Then if you done with that step means then go to the step 2. Step 2 is what, sir? In step 2 we will be having some analysis part, but so you take 3 columns: day, random number, production estimation. First of all, write the range. If you done with writing range means then take step 2, sir. 15 random numbers are given. Write 15 random numbers. Estimate the demand for, so estimate the production, sir. Sorry. Production for each given random number. Okay, stop there. After writing the expected production, okay, just wait, sir. I will explain remaining point. Okay, done. Next, see. So, what are they asking in the question, sir? We need to calculate number of cars waiting to be shipped and average empty space in the boat, right? Okay. See, say for example, on first day. So, how much production happened, sir? How much production was done? 98. Okay. So, units produced are 98, sir. Now, at the end of the day, we have to ship these 98 cars to the boat, right? Okay. How much space is there on the boat, sir? 101. 101 space is there. Okay. So, I will take this 98 cars to the boat. How many cars I can put on that boat, sir? 98 books, 98 cars I can keep in the boat, right? Okay. So, 101 space is there on the boat. Okay, we have produced 98 cars only. That means we can keep 98 cars in the ship. Okay, so cars waiting to be shipped, sir. Any cars waiting to be shipped? No, all the cars are kept on ship. So 0 cars are waiting to be shipped. Any empty space? Yes, total space is 101, but we have filled 98 cars only. That means empty space is 3. Okay, so now come to the question, sir. Day 1, first day production 98. So waiting to be shipped 0, empty space 3, sir. Next day, 101 is the production. Okay, how much space in the ship? 101. We can keep all the cars in the ship. Okay, any cars waiting to be shipped? No. Empty space on the ship? No. Third day production 100. 100 cars will be, so taken to the, let's say, these will be taken to the ship. Okay, all 100 cars can be placed on the ship. Yeah, ship is having 101 space. Okay, any cars waiting to be shipped, sir? No. So, empty space 1. Now, 98, sir. Same 98 repeated. 100, 100, 100, 103. Let's say 103, sir. If I produce 103 cars, I can keep how many cars on the ship, sir? 101 only. Maximum space is 101 only. That means 2 cars will be waiting to be shipped. Okay, empty space 0. Like that, write waiting, number of ships waiting to, number of cars waiting to be shipped, empty space on the boat, empty space waiting to be shipped. Make a total of both, sir. Okay, number of cars waiting to be shipped are 6, empty space on the boat is 18. Do the calculation for 15 days. Cars waiting to be shipped and empty space on the boat. Done? Okay. Now, we need to calculate what, sir? Not number of cars waiting to be shipped, not empty space, sir. But they have asked what? Average number of empty space on the boat and average number of cars waiting to be shipped, sir. We have to calculate averages. Averages means what, sir? The 16 number of cars waiting to be shipped for how many days? 15 days. Per day, how much, sir? 6 divided by 15. 0.40 car per day. Okay, next, empty space on the boat. 18 is the empty space on the boat for how many days? 15 days. Per day, 18 by 15, 1.2 per day. Okay, just write this calculation, sir. Average cars waiting to be shipped, average empty space. Okay, with this successfully we have completed first 4 problems. Okay, in tomorrow's session we will do remaining problems, sir. So this is December 24 attempt question and June 25 attempt question also we do, sir. In the material I have added all the questions and with the solutions. Okay, thank you all. We'll meet you in the next class. Until then, keep smiling. Bye bye.